Mindfulness is a practice of being aware of what is happening and our experience in the present moment. It is acknowledging and accepting the here and now without any judgment. Mindfulness, or being mindful, is a skill that we all possess, but like any skill, it must be developed, as too often, our minds will naturally operate on autopilot and tend to wander. Whenever we consciously bring awareness to our experience by engaging our senses and paying attention to our thoughts and emotions, we are being mindful. There's substantial research indicating that practicing intentional mindfulness allows us to interrupt automatic thoughts that can lead to anxiety, fear, rumination, and worry. Without conscious attention and effort, these negative thoughts can become habitual, grow, and ultimately contribute to poor physical and mental health. By bringing non-judgmental awareness to difficult thoughts and feelings, we learn to appreciate them with an attitude of acceptance and curiosity. Through this practice, we develop discipline, we're better able to confront and cope with difficult thoughts and emotions, and expand our capacities to be kind to ourselves. Perhaps now, more than ever, with the COVID-19 global pandemic, we all require a sense of security and autonomy over our lives and experiences in order to feel mentally well. With the COVID-19 outbreak and the social changes and challenges that we must endure, we may begin to feel less and less safe or free to do as we please. Our way of life is changing daily as we adapt to the pandemic. Some are facing financial hardships, struggling with isolation, or experiencing acute stress and anxiety working as essential service providers. Others are fighting to survive COVID-19 or providing care for loved ones who have been infected. Still, others are trying to find a minute to breathe and relax while working or learning from home, supporting partners doing the same, and homeschooling their children. These experiences can provide fear, anxiety, and stress, and can be especially challenging for those already living with mental health issues, who especially at this time, are not able to access resources and support as they cope with our rapidly changing, uncertain, and isolating world. In the face of uncertainty, we must find ways to accept our experiences and move forward without judgment or expectations, helping us find positive ways to cope and not jeopardize our mental health and well-being. In response to the outbreak of COVID-19, and as a resource for students at Yorkville University and Toronto Film School, we will be launching a podcast called Mindfulness Over Matter. This podcast will provide support and resources for students who wish to learn about mindfulness and develop their mindfulness skills. This podcast will provide listeners with education about the origins of mindfulness, how mindfulness can benefit our minds and body, and how we can use mindfulness to help us become more compassionate, aware, and accepting. The podcast will also offer weekly mindfulness challenges that you can use as part of your personal mindfulness practice.
Today, as we collectively face uncertainty, mindfulness teaches us that we may not be able to change our situation, but we can choose how we decide to respond to it. I invite you all to join me every Monday to learn about mindfulness and begin or expand your own mindfulness journey.